Let's bring in our White House correspondent, Mary Alice Parks. Mary Alice, it's great to have you in the studio. We do appreciate it. So much at stake here. I would imagine the Biden administration following this very closely.
Yeah, you can imagine this is just a nightmare situation, so delicate. We don't have a new comment from the White House yet. The national security team instead directing us to a very brief comment from the State Department overnight. They just said that the welfare and safety of U.S. citizens abroad is one of their highest priorities. They are aware of the reports. But like you said, you can imagine the White House is turning all their attention on something like this.
And as Phil laid out there, it's just been one crisis after another. The assassination of the president, the earthquake, the economic ruin following the pandemic, and now Americans caught right in the middle of this. It only further complicates U.S. policy in that country as well.
Absolutely. Following the assassination of the Haitian president in July, some Haitians called for U.S. troops to come there to the country to help stabilize the situation. Obviously, that didn't happen, but we know that the U.S. has from time to time after the assassination, after the earthquake, sent teams of officials there to the ground. You can imagine this makes their work so much harder. And it could also politically, make it harder for the U.S. to turn away any Haitian migrants that arrive at the southern border. So many of them have been making the argument that it is just not safe on the ground in Haiti.
And the fact that American lives are at risk, too. Really a game changer in all of this. Mary Alice, thank you so much. We do appreciate it. Lindsay?
Thank you. Let's bring in former State Department official and ABC contributor Steve Gagnier. Good morning to you, Steve. Thank you so much for talking with us today. So the State Department hasn't really said much other than to say that this is a top priority. What's likely happening behind the scenes there right now?
They're probably first trying to get in touch with the kidnappers, and much of the hostage rescue effort will be led out of the U.S. Embassy. Lindsay, we have the ability to put FBI hostage negotiation teams quickly on the ground in Port-au-Prince, and there are probably some backup plans being made as well to potentially bring in U.S. military to do in extremis hostage rescue.
And as recently as this August, the State Department urged Americans not to travel to Haiti due to the risk of kidnappings. What can you tell us about these warnings?
These are sometimes just perfunctory warnings where a situation in a country may be dire and you can see that U.S. citizens would be in danger, but missionary groups often work around the world in very difficult and very dangerous situations. They know the risks. Unfortunately, in this case, it looks like they got themselves into a bit of a situation that wasn't anticipated, even though the country continued to slide into chaos and gang violence and control of Port-au-Prince in particular by gangs continued to increase.
Steve Gagnier, thank you so much, as always, for your insight. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Lindsay.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.